Here it comes. You get the same right there. Yeah.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for attending today's white coat ceremony. I'm Dr. Craig Menzel, Director of Clinics at Palmer College of Chiropractic's Florida campus. We are here today to mark a significant milestone in the educational journey of our students. Today's ceremony is representative of each student accepting their responsibility to be prepared, professional, respectful, ethical, and compassionate to their patients. It is now my honor to introduce the President of Palmer College of Chiropractic's Florida campus, Dr. Peter Martin.
Thank you, Dr. Menzel. To address the class. Are you ready? You're ready? Okay. Because there's going to be a lot of patients, not quite yet. But after you finish your 9th quarter work, after you learn the protocols and the procedures of the clinic, learn the mechanics of being a doctor, after that you're going to have a lot of patients who are ready for you and for what you can deliver in terms of unique health care. So look at the next year and a half or so that you're going to be in school is a privilege. Privilege to utilize your skills treating people who are in need of relief from their pain and suffering. And that's a noble calling. I've been a chiropractor for, 55 years. That's a long time, but it's been a good ride. And I can't say that it's always been easy. Sometimes it's been pretty hard. It'll be hard for you at times too. But you know, even the hard times are good times because you learn. You learn from mistakes you make, and hopefully you'll catch those mistakes quickly. And part of your clinic training is your mentors watching you, sort of holding your hands for a while, seeing you make a mistake, and then point out, maybe I should have done it this way, but nicely. And that's how you learn. And that's how you learn the whole rest of your life. In a couple of months, I'll be 85, and I still screw up now and then. Everybody does. But the older you get, the faster you catch it. And the easier it is to correct. So hang in there, love what you do, and do what you love. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Martin. Our guest speaker for today is Dr. Gonzalez.
I'm not sure if I can do this without PowerPoints. Good morning. Also, this is the first time I've seen some of you like in the front row or near the I get Mr. 2225, I kind of know where you're supposed to be. I've got little groups there, and some of you wouldn't be here at all. But here we are. So I really can't tell you how happy I am to see you at this point in your education. Your beautiful faces again here today. I haven't seen you in a little while. I've missed you. except seeing you in the hall, making me nervous about giving this talk. So I'm really, really honored to have this last opportunity to wish you the very best as you enter clinic. I think back on our journey together. It was quite a while ago, almost a lifetime ago. So when you come into like a new relationship and you've been together with people for a while, the question that always gets asked at some point in time is, how did you meet? So since you're my favorite class, I thought we should tell everybody how we met. We met online. It was a beautiful app called Brightspace. It started out, you were just faceless students asking questions that I couldn't really answer very well. That may or may not have been relevant to the neurology. I was wondering if we would ever get through the content. You know who you are. Everybody else does too. So we met some interesting times that quarter as we transitioned out of the final quarters of online teaching into actually getting to know you a little bit. But even when we were online, I realized very early on that this is a group of students that's here because you really want to learn. Not just get a grade, pass boards, and graduate. This is a group of students that wants to change lives, not just make a living. I could tell even in those early quarters that each of you wants to be the very best chiropractor that you can be. And you, my friends, are well on your way to figuring out how to do just that. So let's talk for a minute, or 10, about chiropractic. What is chiropractic? What have you devoted the last years of your life to? Science, philosophy, art, what do they mean? The what is the chiropractic adjustment. It's what we do. The where and the when is the science behind it. The why is the philosophy. The science means nothing without the philosophy. The art is where you get to get started now. Yeah, you've done some along the way, but now you're entering into the profession where you're actually putting your hands on other people who are not students, right? This is where you get to have a profound impact. So we take these, much of your educational focus so far has been on those sciences, and you've done a great job with them. The science is important, but it means nothing without a foundation in philosophy. Philosophy is the why, and good science never contradicts the philosophy. Solid philosophy can always put good science into perspective and keep that science relevant. They're not mutually exclusive. It shouldn't be either or. Why can't it be both? The art of chiropractic comes in the integration of that science and philosophy as you contact patients. The chiropractic adjustment is the what. It's what makes chiropractors special. Anyone can do a physical exam. Anyone can make a differential diagnosis. Anyone can do physical therapy, hook people up to machines, massage, soft tissue work. What makes you a chiropractor is your adjustment. It's the only thing that nobody else has. And what is that adjustment? It's a specific neurological intervention to restore motion and neurological function to that spine. And as a result of restoring motion and neurological function, you restore harmony to that nervous system. You allow that nervous system to better accomplish its task, better adapt to the stresses around it. I'm not anywhere near where I'm supposed to be on my notes. Remember, guys, chiropractic is so much more about pain. The pain is what gets your patient in the door. It's why they're there, but it's not why they're really there. You never know what a person is dealing with on the inside, but it almost always goes beyond physical pain. Be patient and persistent. Do your very best to help that vulnerable nervous system laying on the table in front of you. Help it to handle the stresses placed upon it. Show up, serve, be present. A chiropractic adjustment is nothing without the love that flows through your hands. Choose to love, and choose to allow yourself to be amazed at the results. Life gets tough sometimes. We get discouraged. We begin to question if what we're doing is actually helping people. Is it really worth it? All those years of education, all that student loan debt. So I want to encourage you now to start writing the chapters of your own chiropractic story. Not your own personal story, but the stories of your patients. The first patient in clinic who's never been adjusted before. Yeah, you're gonna have that patient. And you call them the next day and you're like, so how you doing? Yeah, you tell them after you adjust them. You know, so this might take a few adjustments before you start to see an effects of it. And you call them the next day and you're like, this is amazing. I can do X, Y, and Z. They're like, wow, chiropractic's amazing. The patient recovering from a car accident that should have killed him. He can now walk without a walker. He can raise and use his left arm. The mom who couldn't raise her arms to brush her hair can now pick up her children. The dogs that no longer have seizures. That's pretty cool. I had a patient with a failed back surgery who was on disability. Under chiropractic care, she was able to return to work. Pretty amazing. Don't forget the ones that you journey with along the way that don't make it, the ones you lose to cancer or other diseases. Keep them in your memory as well. Your patients are your very best teachers. I was just fun along the way. Write down and remember the ones that surprise you, but realize there are hundreds of patients that have stories inside that you will never know about. With your specific adjustment, just when that person needed it, is enough to help them survive another day, to stay clean and sober one more day, to have patience and show love instead of anger toward their spouse or child. These are the adjustments that can change the world. Did you know a good chiropractic adjustment can save a marriage? Ask me how I know. Anybody else gotten up off the table and be like, I'm a new person. Wow, I've been a jerk lately. Right? That's what makes a difference, is the daily intervention with the nervous system, helping that person to be the person they're supposed to be when they're not crippled by pain or anxiety or emotional wounds. The chiropractic adjustment is how you can spread love and goodness in a world filled with pain. In your hands, you hold a superpower. Don't waste it. The compounding effects of a chiropractic adjustment cannot be measured or published in research, but we know that they are there. The patient who mentions in passing how much better they're sleeping, the child who no longer has nightmares, the man or woman at the end of their rope so close to breaking, able to get through one more day. I don't need to tell you that the world is a very stressful place. There's so much hurt and anger. It's your job to bring the light and the love into that individual's life, that point in time. Do I have more time? Yes. I was sitting down to write this speech last night. Because the best papers are written at 1 a.m., right? And you all do it too. I was thinking about it for weeks. I had notes all over the place. And I sat down, and as I was going to the table, I saw a couple of lottery tickets my husband had bought on the way home from the grocery store. And I realized, why do we buy lottery tickets? I believe it's the hope or the dream, the things that you might do with all of those resources. And so I had a thought. What would I do if I won the lottery? Would I continue to teach here at Palmer? Maybe, maybe not. Would I continue to adjust patients and be a chiropractor? Absolutely. That, my friends, is how you know you're on the right path. There are rough days, and you may want to give up sometimes. You will make mistakes. When you make a mistake, apologize, do your best to make it right, and move on. Don't rehash it over and over again. But what wouldn't change if you won the lottery? Think about that. Would you still be seated here? I'm done. Would you still be here? Would you still have the desire to go out and help people, to restore function to nervous systems and help people live better lives? If that's the case, then you're in the right place. So maybe I wouldn't continue to teach. Maybe I would, because teaching is not what I'm here for. I'm a chiropractor. So now is the time to build those superpower skills. As you continue to explore the art of this amazing profession, as you build those skills, begin to write your own chiropractic story. Add chapters to it with each patient, realizing that what you have and see is just the tip of the iceberg. It won't be very long now before you walk across that stage and head out into a world that needs all the love you can share with it. I can't wait to see what each of you will do to change the world, one nervous system, one spine at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Now we will hear from our Dean of Clinics, Dr. Carter, after which we will have the students present themselves for their picture as they come across the stage.
Congratulations, class, on making it this far. That was great advice from Dr. Gonzalez. So carry that with you because that was very wise. She speaks highly of your class, so we have high expectations for you and hope to keep you guys keep that bar just as high. But now to the fun part. The white coat is an iconic symbol of physicians for over a century. Today's ceremony signifies a rite of passage, reflective of our students' transformation from an academic classroom to a clinical setting, and marks the beginning of their patient care career. I want to congratulate each of you on making it to this pivotal milestone. Let's all give a big round of applause for the class. Students, present yourself.
Sayed Taha Ain.
No, we have a photographer.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
you're in her way.
All right, not really.
Arsene Atia. Blake Bloomer. Jorge Cardona. Alexa Karen. Samantha Chinkin. Jillian Cora. Dylan Cruz Del Valle. Tyler D. Giovanni. Cameron D. Maria. Jennifer Drotar. Samantha Duckett. Jenna Eason. Garrett Eldridge. Ryan Earhart. Jenna Fairchild. Christian Ferpi Mendez. Gavin Gardner. Emmanuel Garvin. Moira Gonzalez. Michael Griggs. Alan Gutierrez. Jonathan Hahn. William Hersher. Catherine Hubbard. Camilla Inerzavi. Andrew Jepson. Matthew Justice. Kevin Kern. Esther Katuku.
Yeah, best friend.
Ashley Latchman. Kayla Lewis. Jacob McBride. Christopher McCartney. Margaret Melia. Michelle Montcourt. Alexander Mudd. Michael Nartates. Andreas Nazario. Jordan Newton. Adrian Perez Rodriguez. Triet Pham. Wesley Pfeiffer. Kira Richardson. Sofia Rivera. Christian Rosario Rodriguez. Kevin Ross. Patrick Russell. Taylor Sadowski. Russell Scarrett. Charlene Sejo. Dominic Spalletta. Matthew Steenbeck. Christopher Stevenson. Angelica Terrell. Tyra Trapp. Kasen Che. Genesis Valentine. Christian Wilson. Elizabeth Wise. Sydney Witter. Ellis Zampino.
I'd like to thank Dr. Richardson for reading the names. He is our clinical radiologist. That can be quite a challenging task to read all your names, so thank him for doing that. Also, next quarter when you start, you have orientation, and orientation will be a little bit of time with Dr. Boyer. She's our other clinic director, so you'll get to meet her as well. I'd like to thank all the family and friends for coming to the white coat ceremony. Without you, students would have a hard time succeeding. So thank you for attending and showing your support to the students. And I'd like for you to all give yourself a round of applause for students. Welcome to clinic. You are now in clinic, so that'll be a great experience for you. As we end, we have one task for you to do. I want you all to come up front into this far corner.
Other corner.
this corner, sorry, that corner. And Lauren will get a class picture of all of you together. And that adjourns our ceremony. Thank you.